Welcome to the TUE review. This week we are checking out Glutinous Maximus. This is a sticky toffee milk stout, and this is made by Wilde Brewing Company. This is a brewer out of the UK. They're out of Leeds, which is, I believe, the central part of the United Kingdom, up by Manchester and Liverpool. This is a highly acclaimed microbrewery. They have pushed out a lot of really interesting, big, bold beers and won quite a few awards along the way. And I do not believe this is one you can get here in the United States. This was actually brought over by my good friend Tony and his wife Chelsea, who brought this across the pond for me to enjoy. So thank you so much. I'm flattered. So let's go ahead and get into this. This looks to be like a 16-ounce can. Actually, it's 440 milliliters, which is just short of a pint. Lots of descriptions on here about the brewery. I'm not going to get into it. And it's actually written in a couple different languages. I'm assuming they probably distribute this to other parts of Europe. And we've got, ABV, only 4.8%. So like a lot of the United Kingdom and British Isles types of stouts, generally very sessionable, lower in alcohol. We've got only 24 IBUs on the bittering scale. So again, it's going to be more malty and sweet than hoppy. And the color on this thing, man, on the IBU scales, it's 105. So to give you some perspective, a standard American light lager is less than 5. Your standard, say, Irish stouts, those come into the 40s. Your really dark imperial stouts are in the 80s, and this one is north of 100. So this is going to be super dark. So let's go ahead and crack this guy open and get him into the glass. Yeah, very dark, but not quite as dark as I anticipated, but still very dark. You got a hint of ruby, hint of brown in there, but still quite dark. And you've got a nice kind of a brownish head that's quite clingy. There's quite a bit of sugar content in there, so you're getting quite a bit of cling on the glass. Oh yeah, so getting some nice roast stout-like characters in there. I thought maybe I'd get a little bit more like a caramel sweetness, and the caramel sweetness is there. Plus, I'm getting a little hit of vanilla, but definitely getting a nice roast malt character in the aromatics as well. Cheers. Yeah, there's the sweetness. So yeah, just gooey sweetness in the flavor profile, getting that rich dark sugar, toffee, caramel character. Also, it's very soft. Definitely got milk in there, like lactose or milk sugars. So definitely getting some of the sweetness and also the smoothness and body from some of that. Yeah, and get some nice vanilla notes in there too. Really like the body on this though, man. Nice and creamy, but not heavy at all. It doesn't sit on the tongue or the palate. It kind of washes away. It's a fairly clean finish, but it's got a really nice, soft, creamy, velvety texture to it. And I'm sure this has some oats in it. Oats tend to produce that kind of that soft body that I'm familiar with in drinking these types of ales and stouts. So not too familiar with sticky toffee pudding, other than I know it's a very popular UK dessert, but this has all of the elements that I would expect in such a dessert. You've got that kind of that dark sugars, that like a caramel brown sugar element. You've got some vanilla in there, got some nice milk creaminess in there, and also getting some really nice malt characters. Getting a little bit of roast in there lets you know that it's a beer, just a little touch of hops on the back end. So I really like the balance of this, and I can see why this is such an award-winning brewer, because it's a beer with elements of the sticky toffee pudding, and it's not overdone as we on this side of the pond tend to do with some of our pastry and dessert stouts. So big time thumbs up. I'm really glad that I got a chance to enjoy this. And if you should be in that part of the world and can score some beer from Wilde, I would highly recommend it. So there you have it. Glutinous Maximus, a sticky toffee milk stout from the folks at Wilde Brewing Company. Cheers.